Welcome back, neighbors. This movie is about some criminals. After kidnapping and torturing two innocent teen girls, they seek refuge in the home of the parents of one of the victimized girls. When the parents find out what happened to their daughter, they plot and carry out revenge on those that hurt her. Let's find out how their story unfold. The movie begin. We saw two police officers. They were driving with a criminal named Krug in their car, but then suddenly another car came and hit the police car, and both of the police officers were injured. And then two people came down from that car. One of them was Frank, and the other was Sadie, and they were Krug's friends, and they came here to free Krug, and then they killed those two police officers. On the next scene we saw another girl's. Her name was Marie and her mother named Emma and her father John. Marie told her mom that she was going to her friend's store, but her mother Emma told her not to go there, but Marie's dad gave her permission to go her friend's store and then gave her the car keys. And then Marie went to her friend, her name was Paige. A guy was listening to them. And after a while, he came in front of them and asked for a pack of cigarettes. But Paige told him to show his ID first. You'll get the pack of cigarettes only if you're 18. The guy introduced himself, and his name was Justin, and said to them, I know you guys are looking for some weeds, and then Paige agreed with him, but then Justin told them he left the weeds in his motel. So Paige, Justin and Marie went to the motel. Justin and Paige went inside Justin's motel to get some weeds. Marie was waiting in her car, but they were taking so long. And that's why Mary was thinking of going into. And when she was about to enter the motel, we saw a newspaper cutting. In that newspaper we saw news about the murder of Krug, and Krug is the guy who killed those two police officers with the help of his friends. Then when Marie entered the motel, she saw that Justin and Paige were smoking weeds. Paige asked her to join them. But Marie said, no, I don't do this anymore. But still, Paige asked her to have a sip. As a result, Marie also joined to them. Then they started talking to each other, and Justin became their friend. Then Marie asked him about his family. Justin told her he has his father and an uncle, but we never lived in a city together, and that's why we always changed our houses. Then Marie asked him about his mom. Justin told her his mom died a few days ago. Marie became so sad after hearing this because her brother Ben was also dead. They were having so much fun. But then those three people came into their motel who killed those two police officers at the beginning. Craig is Justin's father, and Frank is his uncle. Craig became so angry after seeing Justin with Paige, and he started cursing his son. Craig told him, the police are after me, and you're having fun here. Frank and Sadie grabbed Paige and Marie, but then Marie said, we will never tell anyone about you. But still, Craig didn't let them go. Paige tried to run away from there and tried to make a call, but Frank caught her and beat her, and then broke her phone and Mary's phone, and then Mary asked Justin for help, but Justin had nothing to do. Then Craig, Frank and Sadie decided to take them somewhere else. Marie noticed that they were going through the road of their lake house, and then Marie stabbed in Sadie's head, and they crashed. As a result, Frank's nose got broken. Paige was trying to run away from there, and Frank and Sadie went after her. And then Paige went to an industry and screamed for help. But then Frank and Sadie came there and brought her back. Craig killed Paige with a knife, and he pulled off Mary's clothes and asked his son, Justin, to rape her. Justin refused to rape her. But Justin's dad did it. And then Marie hit Craig with a rock and ran away from there. Craig, Frank and Marie went after her. But Marie dove into the lake and started swimming. She went too far away from them, but Craig tried to kill her with his gun. He missed all of his shots. But when Marie was near the shore, then a bullet hit her body, and she died. Then Craig, John and Sadie came back to Justin, since Frank's nose was broken, and it was raining. They came to the lake house nearby. It was the lake house of Emma and John, which means it was Mary's mom and dad's lake house. But they didn't know that this was the lake house of Marie's parents. That's why they asked Emma and John for help. John and Emma let them get inside. Then John fixed Frank's nose and put a bandage on it. Emma gave them coffee and told them to pass the night in their guest house because it was raining outside, and they had no car. Justin noticed the fridge after he finished his coffee. He saw that there was a photo of Marie on the fridge, and Justin realized that Marie was the daughter of Emma and John. He felt so sad about the fact that if he hadn't taken them to his motel, they would have still them alive. Actually, Justin was a good guy, and he never liked to stay with his dad and uncle. Then Justin put the locket of Marie on the kitchen to fix the mistake that his dad, uncle made. On the other hand, we saw that Marie was still alive. And then Craig, Justin, Frank and Sadie went to the guest house and fell asleep, but Justin could not sleep. On the other hand, Emma found the locket of Marie. Then she told John that when Marie went out with the car, she was wearing this locket. And I just found it in our kitchen. And I think Justin put it there, which means they killed their daughter. Then Emma and John heard something outside, and when they came out, they saw Mary. Marie was so injured, and she was dying. Emma was so scared, and then John took her inside and started giving her first aid. Marie was getting well. Then John realized Mary was raped. He got so angry at those people. Then John asked her for the key to the boat. Emma was looking for the key, and John was thinking about putting the boat into the lake. When Emma was searching for the key, Frank came there and said he could not sleep. Emma was trying to attract him toward her so that he won't go to the drawing room, because Emma was in the drawing room. But still, Frank went to the drawing room and saw that Mary was still alive. Then Emma hit his head with a glass bottle. Frank also tried to hit her back, but then John came there and cut off his hand to help Emma. Emma hit his head with a hammer, and Frank died there. Emma was disgusted by the dead body of Frank, but John managed her when John was going toward the guest house. He saw that Justin was still awake, and he had a gun in his hand, but he didn't do anything to them. Rather, he gave them the gun. But then Sadie woke up and started screaming after seeing the gun in John's hand. John shot at her, but he missed the shot, and then Sadie hid in the bathroom. Craig woke up and ran towards John's house. Only Sadie was alive in the guest house, but Emma and John killed her. On the other hand, Craig went to the house and found the dead body of his brother. Craig didn't understand why Emma and John killed his brother and why they wanted to kill him as well. When John came there, Craig asked him why he killed his brother, and Craig said, "Maybe one of them was your daughter. I have had so much fun with them." Then Craig looked outside through the window and saw Marie on the boat and understood their plan. But then John came there, and they started fighting with each other. After fighting for so long, John was losing, and Craig tried to make him unconscious. Craig was telling him everything that he did with Marie. John became so mad at him, but then Justin came there and pointed the gun on his father's. Craig took the gun from him and started beating him. But then Emma came there to help. Emma started hitting Craig, and then John also came there, and both of them beat him so badly, and Craig fainted. Finally, they were able to get away from there with Justin and their daughter, Marie. On the other hand, we saw that John paralyzed the body of Craig. When Craig woke up, he realized that his body was paralyzed. And he asked, "John, what did you do?" Then John told him, "I did nothing to you. Everything will be fine very soon." And then John put his body in an oven and turned it on. And just like that, John took revenge on him. And the movie ends here. Thank you for watching. Adios.